Hello and welcome to the El Camino studio. Today we're going to finish up the last of the watercolor exercise from page 2 of the Camino coloring book. In the previous segment we were finishing up with the green, the lemon yellow, and the cadmium yellow. And now we're going to continue with the burnt sienna, the burnt umber, and the blue ultramarine for the sky. And we're going to go back over and touch up all the little areas that we want to put a little bit more punch into. In the original pencil crayon drawing I did of this scene, it was very early spring and very, very lush and green. I'm just going to play around with this one a little bit and give it a bit more of a fall flavor to it by the reds and the browns in the foliage. By far the busiest time on the Camino is the summer, where you have thousands of pilgrims walking. But for me, I prefer to do the Camino either early spring or late fall. I'm sure there's nothing compares to crunching through leaves and the magnificent fall colors. I tried to work as dry as I could in this quick painting, and you can still see that there are waves developing in the paper. I wouldn't worry about this too much, because if you decide to frame it, it'll be pressed flat in under your mat. So it looks a little, you can see the light and dark areas here, but they're nothing to worry about. There's no real damage to the paper. Ideally, you would use a lot heavier of a paper, but it still works. There are countless ways of coloring the Camino coloring book. In the first one we did it in pencil crayons, and now we've given page 2 a shot with the watercolor. In the next page 3 of the Camino coloring book, we're going to do a black and white just using an ordinary HB pencil. And as we work our way through the book, we're going to try each page in a different technique, and by the time it's finished, we'll have an interesting collection of artworks. One of the hardest things to do is when we're doing drawings is to know when to stop. So just work your way now to the end of this drawing by putting on some finishing touches. Sit back and look at it and see how it looks overall, and call it a day with it. Now here is the pencil crayon version I did of it, and this is the actual reference photograph I used. And in closing, I just wanted to show you a few different examples of various watercolor drawings that are quickly done and basically done the same way as this one. There's so many different variations you can do. I hope you've enjoyed this exercise, and hope to see you in the next episode. Enjoy the process and enjoy the Camino coloring book.